A very good morning to all of you. Students, Chapter 2 Basic Accounting Terms. The accounting term for today is loss. As yesterday we discussed about profit and gain, today let us discuss about loss. Now, what is loss? Loss is the excess of total expenses over total revenues, exactly opposite of profit as we discussed. Loss decreases the owner's capital. If you remember, when we did this capital, over here, it is easily shown that capital gets decreased by one case amount withdrawn and whenever any loss is incurred in the case of any enterprise. Thus, loss decreases the owner's capital. Example, if revenues are rupees 90,000 and expenses are rupees 1,20,000, then loss is equal to expenses minus revenues, which comes to around rupees 30,000. Loss is a broad term and includes money or money's worth against which the firm has not received any kind of benefit. Example, cash or goods lost in a theft, that becomes your loss. In the similar way, loss arising from events of non-recurring nature. Example, loss on sale of fixed asset, loss on sale of machinery, loss on sale of furniture, whatsoever, that becomes your loss again. One noteworthy point, expenses are spent willingly, but loss is not incurred with willingness. We discussed about various expenses, salaries, commission, interest, etc. They all are spent willingly by the interest of the company. However, loss is not incurred with any willingness. Let us move to another. Purchases. Purchases includes amount of goods bought for used for purchase of goods or raw material for resale. Whatsoever you are purchasing, whether it is good or raw material, you want to resell it. Suppose you are a trading concern, you are purchasing it, any good, for your resale purpose, then it becomes your purchases. However, if you are a manufacturing concern, then for producing products which are also to be sold becomes your purchases. Alright? It includes both cash and credit transactions. Goods purchased on cash becomes cash purchases. Goods purchased on credit becomes our credit purchases. Mind my word, student, purchases only includes the amount of goods, not any kind of asset. If you're going to purchase any kind of asset, that will not be recorded in your purchases. Next, purchase returns. Goods purchased may be returned to the seller by us for any reason, like not according to the specifications or due to some defect. They are also known as returns outwards. If you are not satisfied with the product you have purchased, with the goods you have purchased, and you want to return it to your seller, then in the books of accounts it will be shown as purchases returns. Next, sales. It is associated with sales of goods. Again, sale of goods. It refers to the amount of goods sold by the business and not any asset. If you're going to sell off any of your asset, then it will not be considered as your sales. It will only be associated with your sale of goods. It also includes both cash and credit sales. If goods are sold for cash, it becomes your cash sales. Goods are sold for credit, then it becomes your credit sales. Alright, students, in the similar way we have sales return. If goods sold returned by the purchaser, then it becomes sales return. It means what? When you have sold some kind of good to somebody and that person is returning your good, so in books of account it will be shown as sales return account. They are also known as returns inward because it is basically flowing inwards back to your company, back to your enterprise. That is why it becomes sales return as well as returns inward. Next, students, revenue. As you remember, revenue is the amount received or receivable from the sale of goods or services. Now we are going to discuss about revenue from operations. revenue earned by an enterprise from its operating activities. Now, what is that operating activity? Operating activity is the main core or main business activity in which your enterprise is dealing. For example, you are a non financial enterprise, then any kind of activity, for example, you are producing any product, you are producing furniture, or you are producing table, you are producing chairs, that becomes your core business activity. In the similar way, if you are producing stationery, that becomes your main core business activity. However, in case of financial enterprises, you are dealing in finances. For example, these banks operating in worldwide, they all are termed under your financial enterprises. Bajaj Finance Limited, any housing finance company or any housing finance limited, they all are termed under your financial enterprises. Operating activity, thus it is the main business activity which you are dealing in. We need to know how much revenue we have earned by that operating activity. Example, sale of goods. Now, sale of goods is recorded as net sales, which is sales minus sales return. As we discussed earlier, sales, we are going to deduct sales returns from then we are going to get net sales of ours. Sale of goods, sale of services, that is for non-financial enterprise. And for financial enterprise, we have interest earned, dividend received as our main core business activities. Students, I'm ending this lecture over here. I hope I'm clear with all the basic terms which we have discussed so far. For further queries, you can WhatsApp. Notes plus assignment will be uploaded on ERP. Kindly go through them and do as said. Stay safe, stay home, have a good day.